Hi everyone, happy Easter and happy spring. Welcome to your March 2024 Astrological forecast. Before I begin, I would like to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for your likes and shares and your comments. And if you are new to my channel and you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, okay? It really helps it to grow. Also, I guess you guys have noticed that the weekly forecast has now become kind of like a daily forecast on the shorts section. And actually, I believe some people aren't aware that there aren't major aspects between the planets every single day. Okay, there are minor ones, but I only cover the major aspects. So if there isn't a post for that day, that's because there wasn't a major aspect on that day. Okay, but we're still calling it the weekly forecast, even though it's showing up daily in the shorts section. Okay, also, I am working on a video for Pluto, but YouTube, I believe, has recently changed some of their policies or regulations. And I have to kind of review them to make sure what I can say and what I can't say. Whatever, you know, Pluto is a pretty intense planet, and there's a little bit of seriousness to it. So I really would like to do it justice, but I don't want to offend anyone, okay? So now for this month's forecast here, okay? Well, the sun is obviously in Pisces, okay, up until the 19th when it moves into Aries on the 19th, okay? Mercury starts off in Pisces this month, but ends up in Aries on the 9th, okay? There's a new moon in Pisces on the 10th. Venus moves into Pisces on the 11th, and Mars moves into Pisces on the 22nd. Okay, up until that point, Venus is still in Aquarius up until the 11th, and Mars is still in Aquarius up until the 22nd. So you got the love planets still traveling together, as they will be when they enter Pisces, okay? And there is a full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Libra on the 25th. So now for your forecast. Happy birthday, Aries, to those of you born at the end of the month. The sun will be moving into your sign on the 19th, but until it does, you've got a bunch of planets in your 12th house in the sign of Pisces, okay? Your 12th house is the house of hidden matters like confidences, secrets. It is your subconscious mind. It's your dreams. It is the house of, well, it's called self-undoing, okay? Because you could like just be like overthinking a lot of things, okay? And that's why a lot of times it's called the house of self-undoing, right? Because you could drive yourself crazy thinking about a lot of things. You know, Neptune has been here for a while, so your dreams could be like pretty vivid, really neat, and very different, okay? Now Saturn is here at the same time, and Saturn brings up a lot of crap that never bothered you before. A lot of times fears come out of nowhere, you know. I always use the example, you know, of people who like to swim in the ocean, lakes, pools, everything, anywhere. You know, they've always loved to swim, suddenly waking up and realizing they're afraid of water. You know, where's that coming from, right? So it's something to not pay like too much attention to, okay? When planets are in your 12th house, they're preparing you for when planets will move into your first house, right? This is your downtime. This is the time for you to spend alone, you know, doing stuff only you can do by yourself, even if it's just read a book or write something, you know, a little poem, story, whatever, watch DVDs or something or other. But you know, when the planets move into your first house, you're on the scene again. You're really right out there with the sun in your first house. It makes you shine. So people are just like really surrounding you at that time. So for now, when planets are in your 12th house, you should try to enjoy the time that you have to yourself and recharge your batteries, okay? So the sun is here up until the 19th. Venus moves here on the 11th. There's a new moon here on the 10th. Mars moves here on the 22nd, okay? And then Mercury is actually in Aries from the 9th on for like the rest of the month, okay? And then the sun moves here on the 19th, like I said. So anyway, you have a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, okay? Before planets, though, move into Pisces, there is still Venus in Aquarius in your 11th house up until the 11th, and Mars is still here up until the 22nd, and Pluto is again in Aquarius in your 11th house. So this is really changing. With Pluto here, Pluto will fully move into this sign at the end of the year and be here for like 20 years, okay? So it will fall back into Capricorn for a little while. But for now, it's back in your 11th house again. And it is putting you in contact with, this is your most sociable house, okay, your 11th house. This is where you go to hang out. This is your group of friends, any group or organization that you belong to. And it's also your house of dreams, hopes, and wishes. So when Pluto is here, it's putting you in touch with powerful people, or people who will have a powerful effect on you in some way or other. You know, it could be, you know, that you may create some kind of organization. You may see a need somewhere for something like this, okay? You could head your own organization, or you could already maybe even be put in charge of one that already exists, you know? Something like that. But you're having a pretty powerful effect on your group of friends, or where it is that you go to socialize. Even your presence is definitely felt there. Okay, with Venus and Mars here, though, you know, this is possibly, you know, it doesn't always have to be romance. It could just be fun, having fun. You're out having fun with your friends, or you are at least attending possibly one live event, you know, because this is also socializing online. You don't have to be in person to be in touch with a lot of people at one time, right? But I believe that you may want to go out and, you know, get the urge to like see people you haven't seen for a while, or you want to attend some kind of like live show or whatever. But you know, with Mars here, it does, this being the house of dreams, hopes, and wishes also, really makes you physically go after a goal that you have right now. You know, maybe that is also what Pluto is doing here at the same time, you know, really urging you to follow through on something. And maybe you have to connect with people, though, new people that are part of, or can help you in some way, or they're they have interests like yours, so they understand how to help you or whatever, or they introduce you to other people, or even introduce you to like a different way of doing something. Maybe you were along a certain path and you never thought of doing something a different way, and then these people come into your life and they show you that there are other ways to reach that goal, okay? Anyways, so around this new moon, though, the new moon in Pisces in your 12th house, okay, something could be happening behind the scenes here. This is also the house of charity. This is the house of confinement of any kind. That, again, is why they call it the house of self-undoing, you know, but this is the house of prisons, actually, like, you know, legal prisons. You may know somebody that is in one. Or there could be someone who is confined to a personal care home or nursing home or something like that, or even just confined to their home. They're not able to leave for whatever reason. Could be health reasons, but you never know. Whatever, they could have some bling on their ankle there, right? But anyway, so you could be helping someone too at this time. Somebody could contact you around that new moon even, and ask you, for some kind of help or other. And maybe it's a secret, though. Maybe they don't want anyone else to know what's going on. You could also accidentally stumble across something at this time that is a secret, that is, no one is supposed to know. So it's up to you, to figure out if you should share it with someone or not. Only you would know that. Okay, I do have to mention though about Mars in the 12th house, though. Okay, this starts on the 22nd and goes into April, right? When Mars is transiting or even natally in your chart in the 12th house, there is usually someone also acting behind the scenes in secret, or activities behind the scenes done by you or someone else, right? In secret. So you're not the only one that could be making plans of some kind. Like, Mars in the 12th house makes you, really helps you to look after your own interests and self-interest. You're just looking out for yourself. So you could be making plans right now at this time and not really sharing them with anyone, but when Mars moves into Aries in your first house, you'll put them to work. You'll either do whatever you were planning on doing or whatever. Mars is your ruling planet, so it does really well in your sign, but it does pretty much well anywhere. But at this time, with Mars in your 12th house, there could be someone behind the scenes undermining you in some way or other. They are secretly jealous of you and envious of you, and this is a friend. It's usually always a friend, and I'm sure that you already know who this is. Usually you're aware of this person's feelings towards you. This is a person that is within your group of friends. Could even just be an acquaintance. It doesn't have to be a close friend. But they could be trying to like turn people against you or just gossiping about you or something or other. But everyone goes through this at one point or other in their life, and having Mars here, that just kind of brings that about. Okay, so it's something to keep in mind, right? But with the sun in your sign from the 19th on, and Mercury already here, you're like really, really talkative. You're having a lot of conversations at this time, whether it's on the phone or in person with that Mercury there, right? So you're just communicating with a lot of people, possibly ones that you haven't talked to in a long time. And they may even just be contacting you because your birthday's coming up, right? There is a full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Libra on the 25th in your 7th house of close relationships and partnerships, arrangements and agreements, okay? Libra is your opposite sign, right? So the 7th house is, again, like a close friend, a romantic partner, possibly a business partner. Full moon is there to bring a problem to the surface so it can be dealt with and then done away with. So if you're having any kind of problems within your one of these relationships, this would be the time, if not before, to get it out there in the open and talk about it, so you can make changes in some way or other, so the relationship goes back to normal or whatever is whatever you consider normal. Okay, it could be a time where there's a little bit of an impasse, and you don't see eye to eye on something, and this could be food for thought. I can't see anything of a breakup here. It could be something though that does is like the last straw, if you were already headed in that direction. Okay, so you just might want to keep that in mind. Okay, the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Aries on the 11th and 12th. And the best time to lay low each month is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Libra. And those dates are the 24th, 25th, and 26th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, any kind of gambling or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 7th, 8th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. The best time for money is the 1st, 2nd, 13th, 14th, 27th, 28th, and 29th. The best time for your career is the 4th, 5th, and 6th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 15th, 16th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. So I hope you enjoyed your forecast for March. Happy birthday. And be sure to check out my weekly forecast, which is now daily shorts. See you.